In this video, I will show you how I use an MPC server to get leads from Google Maps and connect it to Airtable. First off, a demo. So I'm going to ask, I want a list of marketing agencies in New York. The AI agent is going to get the list of all the tools available from Google Maps. After this, it's going to execute the task of getting the correct locations, the correct places, and also the details of the places like phone number or maybe email address and the website. Okay, so now it completed the whole workflow and it also added the leads to the Airtable and it's responded with the leads and the details. So it has some nice phone numbers. Also, it has the websites. And when I click on this one, it will show the website so I can get more information. Now we are in Airtable, and as you can see, there will be leads coming in. And we can use this to be a CRM or something. For those who don't know me, I'm Luc the Blog and welcome to my channel. In this video, I won't show you how to set up an MPC server. There are lots of videos out there. I'm going to post one in the comments below. I've watched this video from Simon Scrapes to connect n8n with an MPC server. Why did I watch this video? It's because he's also using LSTO as hosting. I'm also doing this, so I can recommend this one. Shout out to him, and I will put his video in the description below. My experience so far, I've been working with it. On one side, it's very cool technology. On the other side, it's not there yet. We have to give it some more time to be able to fully optimize and fully utilize this new technology. So what I found at first is, as you can see, there are like 5 different leads. That's because I specified only find 5 different leads. Why? Because my hosting was getting overwhelmed by the request of the MCP server. I'm on a basic plan of the hosting, there are some limitations there. And to not be able to exceed those limitations, I had to limit the amount of actions it should take. Otherwise, I would get a timeout or a message saying your total amount had exceeded. And I even found out that the whole hosting was just getting shut down for some reason. No, disconnected for some reason. So this will get me to my next point, is for the Airtable, you also have an MPC server. And in this MPC server, I was working on this for almost a whole day to get this to work. Every time it was saying the input schema was not correct. So I tried different inputs and it was not working. So I looked in this documentation and I found you can get the list of bases, the list of tables. So I included this in the prompt, but that didn't matter. Still, the input schema was not correct. So down below over here, you see different schemas, what's needed. And as you can see, base ID, table ID, and the schema. And to get this, the MPC is not good enough. So in the end, I went back and just used the Airtable node because it was quicker and way easier to set up. So keep in mind, MCP servers may be the future, but for now, the standard nodes are also working great. So you have to try it out for yourself and see what works and what doesn't. So let me quickly show you how I set up the MCP server for Google Maps. This is the GitHub page of the Google Maps MCP server. So there are different possibilities here. Get the geocode, search for the places that will get all the data, the details. So like the real nitty-gritty, like phone number. First, we need to get an API key from Google. It's quite easy to set up. You can go to this link and we'll open this page. Then we can go to the credential page and from there we can create an API key and most of the features are already available. So that's great. And back in the GitHub page, we have to scroll down to the npx. If you watch a video from Simon, you know exactly how to install this in your hosting. So I'm going to go back to n8n and input these, because I already found something that's not working as expected. So in my Google Maps MCP login, I use a command npx, then the argument -I add this one. And now for the environment code, this is what the documentation says. And as we know, these things we don't have to fill in with the quotes, so you can remove the quotes here. I tried it, didn't work. So the correct way to do this is like this. And instead of semicolon, you use the equal sign, and then it works. And then you paste it in here, and it will connect automatically. And you can do a test run, and it will get all the correct list tools. So now we're in the prompt. This is a quite specific prompt, because what I noticed is how specific you are, the better the results are. In most of the videos online, you see the people say like, oh, use this tool and then output this. That's partially correct. But in this case of Google Maps, you need specific attributes to be able to get what you want. So for example, the radius I put on 10,000 because automatically it will do like 50,000. And when it does 50,000, that means like 50 kilometers. Sometimes if you use a place, it will search outside of this place because 50 kilometers can be quite a lot. And also it will rank it differently. So even in 10 kilometers, it can be that one location is outside the city you asked for. But because I rank with distance, it will search closer to the center at first and not random from all places across your location. So it was important to include these. Also, there was no mention of how to include the location. So after trial and error, I did like New York is what you put in. So I thought location should be New York. No, the location is latitude and longitude. You then need to specify the latitude and longitude over here. And lastly, what I did, I really specified that the Google Maps should use the details of the places from the lead by using the lead's place ID. I don't know why this is here. For some reason, when you don't specify that it has to use the places, it won't use the correct details, places tool. I first did locations or something else, and then it just went over or said it wasn't a valid tool. Quite a few times I got like, oh, places dash details is not a valid tool. And then I'm like, why? Because it's here. So maps, places, details is here. So this tells me also that it's not quite reliable as people make it seem, as just using different nodes. Okay, using different nodes can be tedious, but you know exactly that it's going to use that one and that's working because you can test it yourself, like for real. When I test it now, it can do whatever. So that's another downside. It can do everything or nothing. You're going to give away some of the control for ease and quickness, and that's up to you. In the Airtable agent, I just specified it like we always do with an agent. Use the available tools from the input, do this action when the lead is not in Airtable, create a new one, or otherwise update it and give me a list with the leads. And to set this up, it's quite easy. You just need to have the Airtable API key. You fill in the lead base. You can even let the AI determine, but this was not working for me properly, so I put it in myself. And then map it out like this. Quick descriptions, a few presses of the button like this, and it's working. So that's what I mean by if you have 10 different tools. I get that's a lot of work, but if you only need one and you can only do it with one, just use this. It's way easier. You don't need to install something complex. You just use this one, fill in the form, and it works. So this is my 48-hour deep dive experience of the MCP servers. I hope you found some useful information, got some nice ideas, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya. Cheers.